Oh, wow. Yeah. Zillow says this is the place. Oh. Oh, hey guys, how's it going? Crusader here. Guess what? Because real estate's so hot right now, I went and got my real estate license, and I'm thinking I might be able to get the inside scoop on doing some house flipping. I mean, how hard could it be? Those idiots on HGTV can seem to do it real easy. I mean, this place, I mean, man, I can get a great deal on this place. And think about it. I mean, throw in some granite countertops and some paint, call it a day, flip it for some profit. What do you think? In today's video, I'm going to be going over real estate and credit. This is going to be an awesome video, so you better stay tuned. Welcome back. All right, this is something that I've got to get off my chest. For the past, I want to say, couple months, people have been calling me up randomly trying to buy my house. It's like, out of nowhere. I mean, it never really used to happen. Although they're like, oh, I'd like to make you an offer right now. And then they want to grill you with a bunch of questions like, what's the condition? Basically, what they're trying to do is see if I'm in some sort of distress, like, I'm sick or divorced, or, I lost my job because of COVID, and they want to see if they can get, basically steal my house. That's basically what they're really trying to do. And I'm noticing that a lot more people that, were previously in real estate, back when it was good and then, it shit the bed, they're now starting to get back into it. I'm going to tell you guys a story. When I was in college, I came home for Christmas break or what have you, and there were kids, I want to say 18, 19, 20 years old, that had like 3 houses. They didn't go to college, and they had like 3 houses, and I was just like, I was like flabbergasted by it. It was like, everybody was saying how much money people were making, and I mean, at the time, I was an idiot college kid, so I basically didn't pay any attention to it. I just thought, okay, well, that's not for me right now, so whatever. Well, anyways, we all know what happened. The housing bust, basically, I mean, it was bad. I mean, foreclosures left and right. People, the economy collapsed. I mean, it was bad. And one of the reasons that shit happened was because of the lending standards that were in place at the time. Now, I mean, I'm no fortune teller, but all I'm going to say is that when I see a bunch of people, when I see the herd moving in a direction, for me, that's a direction I don't want to be in. Because it's like I've consistently seen like this shit go bad. It's like, I'll tell you one thing, like real estate agents, first thing about them, they say, oh, they make all this money, blah, blah, blah. That's bullshit. A few make the money, the rest make nothing. So it's basically like everybody hears about the one guy who makes all this money and they're trying to be him, but it's like that. Basically, the odds are against you. I mean, I remember back in 06, 07, it was like real estate agents. They were like cockroaches. They were everywhere. I mean, it was crazy. So it's just like, here's the thing. I mean, as far as like your credit is concerned with real estate, you don't have to have that high of a credit score. It's really nuts. Your credit score really doesn't. I mean, it matters to get like a good interest rate, but you can get a house with under 700 credit. I think it's like 650. It's not even that good a credit. What you need is verifiable income. That's the ass kicker with a house. You could have a 650 credit score and verifiable income, and chances are you're going to get approved based on your income, because a house is a secured loan. All right. It's not like a credit card that's unsecured. If they don't get their money, they just take the house right back, which happened to a lot of people back when the crash happened. So I just want to let you guys know that, I'm noticing that a lot of people are all running into real estate. Oh, I'm going to be a broker. Oh, I know this guy. Everybody knows somebody. I know this guy, and he's making all this money, and you can too. and you got to like, get in on this now and all this stuff. It's like, I'm wary of that shit because every time something like that happens, it always collapses. I mean, what was it? The housing market, boom. Bitcoin, remember where everybody freaked out? Oh, Bitcoin, we're all going to be rich, right? Buy Bitcoin, and it's just going to keep going up. That crashed. It's like when you see the herd going in a direction, it's kind of like, man, that's just, it's like, I don't want to, that's a bomb, and I don't want to wait around for the boom. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's just some advice I'd like to give you guys. It's like real estate. I'll tell you this, the whole home buying process, I've been through this a couple times, and I'll give you guys the skinny on the real deal when it comes to buying a house, all right? First thing, when you're going to buy a house and you have your buyer's agent, I'm gonna be truthful right now. That buyer's agent, they really don't have your best interest at heart. Think about it. They don't get paid unless you buy the house. Not only that, I'm sure every real estate has got a finance guy, inspector. They've got their arsenal of people because it's all kickback central. So they don't want you using they want you using their people. You see what I mean? And they want to be your friend and all this kind of stuff. Man, it's like I've been through it, man. I know the deal. And anybody who's done this, who's been through this, also, I bet it's gonna ring bells with them. Because, okay, so here you go. So you go to buy a house, and you got the buyer's agent and the seller's agent. Well, they're both making commissions off the deal. Well, I mean, let's face facts right now. Everybody goes on Zillow to look at houses. Nobody goes like back in the day, a real estate agent would go and show you houses, and they would have their list, and they would do a bunch of work for you. Nowadays, everybody's like, no, I just want to go on Zillow. I don't really need you. Like, I can find the house. That's easy. Well, that was really the biggest, that was what the real estate agent did back in the day. So nowadays, I don't think, it's like, how are they even necessary? Why do we need a real estate agent if you're just going to go on Zillow and find your own house anyway? And here's another thing I'll say. If I had to do it over again, I would use the listing agent for buying the house. I would not get a buyer's agent. I would just go with the listing agent of the house I wanted to buy and say, hey, look, let's cut a deal. Half commission. Let's make this happen kind of thing. You'll have flexibility in a situation like that. So, I mean, I know a lot of the real estate agents are probably going to be pissed off at me for saying this, but it's just like, it's true. Zillow has changed the game. And here's another thing. With Zillow, a lot of times, if you go on there, they'll say, oh, this real estate agent is available to talk to if you're interested in this house. Don't go with that. You need to find out who the listing agent of the actual property is, because Zillow is going to try to feed you to some buyer's agent, because that's how they make their money. But you know what? That ain't your problem. What's in your best interest is to get the best price for the house. So, I mean, you kind of got to work around. They put things up to basically that are in their best interest, and you kind of got to work around that to make it in your best interest. So, I mean, seeing the way things are going, chances are the real estate market is going to keep going up and up and up, and then it's going to crash. I mean, I'm calling it now, but as for right now, if you wanted to try to get a house, here's the deal. You need to have verifiable income if you're going to be financing it. That means they need to see bank statements. They need to see pay stubs. They need to see W-2s. You got to sign that. What is it? That form to so they'll release your social security number to the lender. I mean, you're going to need work history, and also if you're putting a down payment on the house, you can't just have that money. You have to show where you got the money. I mean, there are a lot of hurdles that have been put in place. Now, I think a lot of them have to do with terrorism and all that kind of stuff and money laundering and all that. But all I'm saying is that if it was anything like, back when I bought my house, I mean, they put me on the cross. I mean, they really did. And I had a job. I had verifiable income. I had 50% down. Not 50, 20. But I had I had all my ducks in a row, and it still was it was a process. So, I mean, I just want you guys to know, as far as your credit score is concerned, you really don't need to have that high of a score. Now, maybe adding some trade lines on there, that may be a good idea if you're trying to get the best rate. That wouldn't hurt. That definitely wouldn't hurt. Or try to get some negative items removed. That would probably be a good idea, before you go ahead and make a purchase, if that's something you're looking into doing. But I definitely would recommend don't apply for anything, because you want to have your last inquiry, really far back. You don't want to have any new accounts. Don't get a new car. Don't do all that stuff that's going to just make hurdles for you, because trust me, there's nothing more heartbreaking than have a house that you're like in love with and the price is right and the sellers agreed to the deal and all this, and then your financing falls through. So I'm just letting you guys know this. It's like, this is just how it is. So, income as far as a house is concerned, it's crazy. It's like a house. Your credit score doesn't need to be that good, and you could all you need is income. But as far as a car, man, you don't even need to show income. You don't need to show anything. It's like, oh yeah, okay. What's your score? Okay, it's a good score. All right, great. Sign here. Here's your car. They don't verify anything. It's crazy. Go figure. But hey, that's just how it is. So that's we got to figure out how to navigate. I'm pretty sure that I've been researching that there's some loans out there where if you put a big chunk of money down, that they'll forego some of the income verification. Because let's face it, there's some people out there who work for themselves, and let's just say their income's a little inconsistent. It doesn't mean that they don't have the money. It's just it's not like a W-2 employee where it's like nice, easy peasy, same paycheck every week. That's the easy. That's what banks. It's just like, all right, this is easy. I don't need to figure shit out. Whereas somebody who has like a business and the income fluctuates, now it's like, all right, you got to explain stuff. That in my experience, the credit score wasn't the biggest issue as far as buying a house. It was going through all the hurdles they put you through, as far as verifying things and asking questions. Oh, what's this mysterious money here? Oh, how you got to explain this and all this. So it's like that. It did kind of leave a bad taste in my mouth. But I plan on getting another house in the near future. But I don't plan on financing it. I plan on getting that with cash, because I'm just so. I've had it with the lenders as far as the crap they put you through. It's just in my eyes, it's just not worth it. But that's me, there's nothing wrong with financing your house, if that's what it takes to get it, because real estate is a good investment. But you got to think of it this way, guys. Real estate, you don't make your money when you sell it. You make your money when you buy it. If you buy it the wrong time, it's like buying Bitcoin at 20,000. It still hasn't gone back up. So you got to think about it like that. If you're going to live in it, that's one thing. But you better plan on living in that thing for, a hot minute if, you want to make that kind of a jump. That's what I would advise. So just so you guys know, if you guys have lasted this long in the video, I have made a CPN building workshop video. It goes step by step on how to create a CPN, how to tri-merge it, all the things you need. It'll give you tips on how to make it so it is able to get approved for things and is made in the correct manner. It's really awesome. I cannot release this on YouTube. I can't put myself out there like that, because come on, guys. It's like I push things, but I can't push it that far. So this is what I'm going to do. If you want the workshop, you can. Once you get this thing, it walks you step by step. It's about, I want to say, 45 minutes, and you'll be able to make all the CPNs you want. The reason I'm charging for this is twofold. One, I worked hard to make this. And two, if I were to just give this away, it would saturate the market. There's people out there who are selling CPNs for a living. And I don't want to screw them over. Because if I just let it go for free, everybody's going to, the CPN people won't be able to sell any. So I've got to charge for it. It's just, I've got to do it. I know you guys understand, so we're good. Also, today is the 12th, and as promised, it's the start of my Stooktacular. Now, behind me is a haunted house. I've got some more, things coming as far as, Halloween-themed videos. It's just getting to it is sometimes a little challenging. This stuff is not easy to do. I know it seems like magic for me to just, make these videos, but it does require a lot of work. But I'm up for it. Don't worry. So Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I think I'm going to pass on this one. Crusader out.